Welcome to the second course in PeopleSoft Financial's ePro and GeorgiaFIRST Marketplace online series, How ePro and the GeorgiaFIRST Marketplace Work Together. This course is part 2 of the introduction to the series. After watching this course, you will be able to define ePro and the GeorgiaFIRST Marketplace user roles, explain how ePro and the GeorgiaFIRST Marketplace work together, explain the benefits of using ePro and the GeorgiaFIRST Marketplace. Let's begin with user roles. ePro user roles are shoppers, requesters, approvers, buyers, ePro administrators, local security administrators, and accounts payable. Now let's discuss each role individually. Shoppers are primarily responsible for building shopping carts in the GeorgiaFIRST Marketplace. They then assign their completed shopping cart to the default requester. Some shoppers may also have the responsibility of creating receipts for items once they have physically received them. Requesters take the shopping cart assigned to them by the shopper and create a requisition from it. Once the requisition has been created, the requester then submits it for approval. Requesters can also build their own shopping carts and create requisitions from them. Approvers are responsible for approving or denying requisitions that appear in their work list. Approvers will also be notified by email when a requisition requires action. Next are buyers. Buyers are primarily responsible for ensuring that the automatic processing of marketplace requisitions occurs without error. They are also responsible for processing requisitions that do not initiate in the GeorgiaFIRST Marketplace. These requisitions are called special request requisitions. The ePro admin is responsible for monitoring the approval workflow. If a requisition needs to be reassigned, the ePro admin will correct any problems preventing approval and will then reassign the requisition for approval. The local security admin is responsible for assigning security roles for all users. What you see in your menu and are able to accomplish in the system is based on your security roles. Finally, the Accounts Payable Office is responsible for creating vouchers from invoices sent by GeorgiaFIRST Marketplace suppliers and submitting payment. To give you a better understanding of how ePro and the GeorgiaFIRST Marketplace work together, we are going to walk through the basic process flow of a requisition created from a shopping cart in the marketplace. First, shoppers enter the marketplace through ePro in PeopleSoft Financials and select items they wish to purchase. The shopper then assigns their completed cart to their default requester. The system notifies the requester of the cart assignment via email. The requester then logs into PeopleSoft and creates a requisition by pulling the shopper's cart items into an ePro requisition. They submit the requisition for approval. Once an approver receives the requisition in their work list, they either approve or deny the requisition. Once a requisition is approved by one approver, it automatically moves on to the next approver. A denied requisition can be corrected and resubmitted if needed. Once all approvers have approved the requisition, PSFin automatically budget checks the requisition to see if funds are available to pay for the items on the requisition. After the requisition has a valid budget checking status, purchasing creates a purchase order. Commitment Control then automatically budget checks the new purchase order and dispatches it to the supplier. The supplier receives the purchase order electronically and fills the order. They send the item and an invoice to the shopper's institution. The institution creates a receipt and sends it to Accounts Payable. Accounts Payable uses the receipt to create a voucher and submits payment. That is the basic process flow of a requisition that was created from a GeorgiaFIRST Marketplace shopping cart. To see a more detailed flow that explains almost all of the PeopleSoft Financials modules, see John Buys a Computer, a short video in the Introduction to PeopleSoft Financials online course. All information in GeorgiaFIRST Marketplace is tied to your PeopleSoft Financials user ID, including security roles and permissions. Roles and permissions determine what you can access, how you access the Marketplace, and what you are able to do in PeopleSoft as well as the Marketplace. Using ePro and the Marketplace has many benefits. They allow you to have access to online browsing and shopping, find the most up-to-date contracted prices, compare items from multiple approved suppliers, use one login to shop from multiple suppliers, place items from multiple suppliers into one shopping cart, and automatically route approvals using a function called Workflow. This concludes the introduction to e-procurement and the GeorgiaFIRST Marketplace. Return to the ePro GeorgiaFIRST Marketplace training page to access additional lessons. You should now be able to define ePro and the GeorgiaFIRST Marketplace user roles, explain how ePro and the GeorgiaFIRST Marketplace work together, and explain the benefits of using ePro and the GeorgiaFIRST Marketplace. If you have further questions, please contact the ITS Help Desk at helpdesk@usg.edu. Thank you for attending.